Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin la haula wala quwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Good afternoon everyone. Uh, there should be 35 persons in this room because they are what the participants that we agree to come here. So we're still waiting some to come. First of all, I'd like to deliver my greeting to the Dean, Professor Rabi Habibal Abror. Thanks for coming, Pak Dekan. And then to the Vice Dean, Pak Saifuddin Zuhri, who will be joining us maybe in the later time because he's still doing exercise in postgraduate studies. Also to our guest speaker, colleague, Holger Zelendin. Thank you so much for coming. He is from Tübingen University in Germany. I thanks college for coming. I see some faces, Pak Akmal, Pak Fadli, Tobias, nice to see you. And then Bu Uma, and then some college from this university, students of ours, AIS, and so on and so forth. And also Mas Ahmad Salahuddin, from Duta Wacana, Christian University, an alumni of this faculty as well. So last but not least, I thank who is coming far away from Tulungagung, Mas Mufti. Yes, and we are still waiting for Pak Hibi Farihin. Pak Hibi Farihin in front of me. I know the name, we contacted sometime, but I never met in person, so pardon Pak Hibi Farihin. So both Pak Hibi Farihin, Pak Mufti, and other college will be presenting their work in presence of Holger Zelendin as a specialist. So this discussion is called a specialist discussion. It has two meanings. First, that Holger is a specialist, and I think many of you are also enthusiasts in late antiquity approach to the Quran. So it's time to reconnect what you have been learning to the global expert. And second one, the reason is that the discussion is designed to be more intense, more intimate, more attractive than what we had yesterday in the postgraduate forum. So instead of just hearing Holger presenting his provoking thought, we selected 5 of you to present your original work. Actually, we have like 10 submissions for this forum. And this is very surprising because we just publicly announced the forum like 2 weeks before this event, and we got so many enthusiasts to come. We got 10 submission, and then we finally choose 5 of them to be presented here right now. So first of all, I would like to give the floor to our Dean, Professor Rabi Habibal Abror, to give opening remarks to officially open this event. Please, Pak Dekan.
Thank you. Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yaumiddin. Amma ba'd. Distinguished Professor Holger Zelendin, lecturers, speakers, students, Guten Tag, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thanks to Mas Muammar for your hard work. I was honored when he told me that you could be here today. Vielen Dank, Prof. And he is an expert in Quranic studies and also related to Judaism and Christianity, and his research related also as what you mentioned before, late antiquity. It is very interesting. Secondly, just last month, 2 professors came here. One from Germany, Professor Ance Misbah. She gave such speech about migration and religion. I said to her, roughly speaking, migrant can cause migraine. And the second with Professor Antonio, Antonia Soriente from Italy. She gave guest lecture in this faculty. I would also share that this faculty has 11 study programs, 6 undergraduate, 4 masters, and 1 doctoral program. And inshallah, next semester we will open 2 new study programs. 1 master in hadith studies, and 1 also in doctoral program, in Quran and Tafsir. I think this is very interesting topic, and also good chance for all of us. Happy learning with Professor. Thank you for coming and giving your insights for us. And the last, I think, I wish that this agenda will be such a bridge of communication and also strengthen the collaboration or cooperation between countries, universities, and also faculty. And I apologize that I can't follow this longer, because as I have class and also Ramadan session in the mosque. Thank you very much for your insight and coming. And I think that's all that I can share with you. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Pak Dekan. Holger, would you mind to give like 5 minutes opening remark before we start?
Does this work? Yes. So thank you for the warm welcome. Thanks to Muammar for organizing everything. Thanks for your time. Thanks for the submissions. I'm very much looking forward to the paper. And it's been a wonderful introduction to the rich academic culture here in Yogyakarta that I must admit I knew too little about. But I'm an easy convert to the cause. It's wonderful to see so many people here working on Islamic studies, working on Quran, and also, like you, interested in late antiquity. So you will hear me talk a long time later. I don't want to say too much about that, but I think I can say something about where we are maybe in the history of Quranic studies in a critical, historical, Orientalist Western paradigm, no matter how you call it. And the image that I have in mind, I went to the Borobudur temple this morning, and they have wonderful ships engraved there, ships from the spice trade, very beautiful. And I think Islamic study, Quranic studies is a bit like a ship, especially in the West. And it started maybe with Abraham Geiger, and he said, right, to the right, there's the shore, it's Judaism. And everybody, the whole crew runs to the right, and the ship is like, leaning. And then comes to Andre and said, no, the shore is at the other side. It's Christianity. And then whoosh, the whole crew runs to the other side, and the ship is like, leaning this way. And in a sense, if you look at the last century, it's some people like for example, Speyer, they knew both Judaism and Christianity, and they knew a lot about Jahiliyyah and pagan Islamic culture. But very often it's like one thing or the other thing. And we have now, our esteemed colleague Gabriel Reynolds just published a book that says it's all about Christianity. Suleiman Dost, who is in Toronto, wrote a very good book that's coming out this year. But he says it's all about Christianity and just look at Aksum itself, and it goes that way. And then other people, you know, have said, oh no, it's everything is about Judaism, and that's just, you know, the ship just does this, and it doesn't lead anywhere. And I think people like Angelika Neuwirth, now Nikolai Sinai, and others have brought a sense of balance to the field. It's not one thing or the other. And if you say, oh, is the Quran more Christian or more Jewish? Well, it's the Quran. It's neither, right? It's both and neither. It's trying to go back to the biblical basis. It's integrating both Jewish and Christian cultures. Of course, it speaks in the language of the Meccans in a very high register of the Arabic. And so it's something that transcends that. But we are at the same time, I think, at a moment where there's this balance between the fact that, yes, Arabia was Christianized, very clearly so. That's, I mean, we had the Aksumites in the south, we have the Lachmids and the Chassanids following East-West Syrian rites in the north, we have Byzantium really peeking around the corner, and their Western, their East Christian traditions. And yes, Christianity is very important, but the evidence also points to Medina really, just as the Sirah told us long ago, being a Jewish settlement, and there's no doubt about that. There's wonderful research that's just been published about the dietary findings of a settlement in Taif, it has no camel bones, right? I mean, who does eat no camel bones? Well, it's Jews, right? It's very simple. And it just so happens that the West has finally come to realize that, yes, the Sirah is quite reliable, right? Not the details you have to quibble, but the broader story is just that Medina is Jewish, the Islamic community talks to the Jewish community, and Christianity is all around. Of course, and this will be what my talk will be about, when we study Medina